Hey, what's going on everyone? Sebastian here. Today I have a super awesome training for you. I'm going to show you how to protect your brand on Amazon. So we're going to get a bit away from the tactics today, and we're going to go into some of the more detailed responsibilities that you have as a brand owner if you want to succeed, like I always say, long term on the Amazon marketplace. So this is going to be super straightforward, but if you do plan on selling on Amazon for any length of time, you should know that it's obviously an investment for your future. And if you do want to expand your product line, and if you want to have, a brand that people recognize and are familiar with, then you need to consider when you're starting your very first product ideas, you really need to consider getting a trademark. I currently have 3 trademarks, and the fastest I've been able to get one has been about 5 months. And so it is a bit of a lengthy process, but like I said, it's better to do that stuff today and get it out of the way. That way you can have added brand protection, and you can also have access to more resources that Amazon offers exclusively for registered brands. Now, you can do this for free if you do a US trademark search and then file the application yourself, but there's a company I use called Trademark Engine. And essentially what Trademark Engine will do is they'll do all the heavy lifting for you, and I believe it's only $60. Plus you also have to pay the trademark fees. But we've gone through a few companies, and this is by far the best one. The entire process is essentially automated for you. They get you the paperwork that you need, and everything's very neat and orderly. So if you want to consider doing a trademark, and if you want, to pay for convenience, it's only $60, I believe, and you can go ahead and check them out. Like 69 or $60, something like that. And like I said, this is going to protect your brand because, as the Amazon marketplace grows, more and more sellers are going to get on the marketplace. So if you can have access to headline search ads, if you can have access to your storefront, you'll have tools at your disposal that the sellers who are not brand registered do not have. And on top of that, you also have added brand protection in case you ever were to run into a hijacker. You'll get priority. And I'm going to get into number 4 right now. That's related to trademarking. Okay. Now, the second way to protect your brand is reinvest. Now, when I first started selling on Amazon, I was making about $6,000 to $8,000 every 2 weeks, and then from there it's been growing, and that was only with 2 products. See right here. And so, with that being said, I was very tempted right away, making $8,000 every 2 weeks. To you want to buy things and you want to go out and party and things like that, but luckily, I still have to this day incredibly knowledgeable mentors, and my mentors always advise me, put it back into your business, And so I followed that same philosophy, and when you're doing that, when you're putting the profits back into your business, it's essentially like you're watering your baby. That's the faster it'll grow. Okay, so if you reinvest your money, goes back into your business, instead of seeing, let's say this is a growth, linear growth, if you're putting the money back into your business, you begin to see, that hockey stick growth. It's called exponential growth. And so this is what, as any business owner, you should look to achieving hockey stick growth. And the fastest way to do that is to get the profits you're currently making and push them back into your business. Add more products, and eventually, after 12 months, don't quit your day jobs. Entrepreneurs are quitting their jobs, and they're gonna make millions of dollars on Amazon. Before you do that, make sure you have a steady flow of income. That way you have more money to allocate to growing your business, because the more products you have on Amazon, the stronger your brand is going to be. And the more, again, feeding off point 1, the more recognizable your store is going to be when sellers are going to, when buyers come to your storefront. For example, I have a customer return rate retention rate. One of my products, I only have one product that's a subscription product, but all my other products, are usually just one-off. You can probably buy two. And my customer return rate is about 35 to 40%, which is extremely high. And the reason why that is because people, if they're loving your product, they'll continually buy from you, okay? And you can even check where the same buyers are buying some of your other products. And this also helps feed into your frequently bought together. When you have more products to offer, you're essentially dominating your Amazon page, okay? So after you reinvest your profits, okay, you're taking your brand seriously, getting a trademark. This takes time, putting the money back into your business, and now niche down. Now, Amazon used to be the Wild West a few years ago. You can sell ladders, you can sell, light bulbs, you can sell cell phone cases. You're just throwing products out there and, hoping a few of them would stick and you make some cash here and there. Apart from, some fast cash flow, it's not sustainable long term. What's sustainable and what Amazon is starting to favor now are real brands. They're squeezing out the small guys who are trying to sell everything. Amazon is already an everything store. So you want to participate in the new economy that's coming about, and you can carve out a little niche for yourself and be massively successful that way, okay? So by niche down, you're gonna want to stay within a market sector, okay? And again, this is going to allow you to stay focused as you're growing your products, and it's going to allow you to, dominate your Amazon page, because your Amazon page is essentially the best real estate you have. And when you're driving people to one of your products and they see on your store that you also offer this, this, and this, and they're related and they're relatable to each other, they're in the same niche, odds are customers love product A, they'll probably buy product B from you, okay, or C. And at that point, that's when you start to get the frequently bought together feature for your products. And then again, it's just an engine that continually feeds off of itself, okay? And so when you have the frequently bought together, your products just exponentially get better and better and better. And so this works best when you have a specific niche figured out. You know what products are gonna, you can stay within and you can dominate the niche. And also another important thing with the market sector is if you stay within the same category, you're already gonna be more or less familiar with the average, CPCs are, cost per clicks for that particular category, how competitive the category is gonna be. You start to gain a flow for that category. So bringing new products to market, you already have a strong idea of how you'll be able to market it and how sustainable it's going to be, because you already have a few products that are doing well. So you're very familiar with how to market and stick products when you stay within a sector. And the last part of this is enroll in transparency. So we recently enrolled in transparency, and essentially it's an added protection feature that Amazon offers when you are trademarked, okay? So once you have a trademark, we're still testing this out, but essentially what the transparency is supposed to do is you'll get a unique QR code to put on your product. And so if you ever do run into a hijacker, you'll just send your transparency representative. They actually give you a representative, and this is super neat. Again, we're just started. We're labeling all of our products with this. It's a bit of a lengthy process. So far, the onboarding's been about 2 months, getting onboarded to transparency, because you have to put a unique sticker from a certified third-party vendor. So what essentially transparency is, and what I really like about it, is if you ever run into a hijacker or malicious sellers, they're just dogging your listing, even though you're trademarked, if you submit transparency, Amazon will look at the inventory and all the products that don't have your unique QR code, they'll go ahead and remove, okay? So Obviously, the only products that will have a QR code are your products, because you're going to give them to your fulfillment center to label for you. And so any seller who doesn't have those, or essentially they're unauthorized, Amazon, according to what they're telling me, they'll take them off, within a day or two, tops. You don't have to worry about buying the product and sending a request to Amazon saying it's not authentic. You don't have to do any of that. You can just say, hey, look, scan the inventory. Does it have QR codes? Yes, no. If not, Amazon kicks them off. So we're really excited to start working with this. But again, you can only get access to transparency when you have a registered trademark. So the overall lesson for this, lesson for this training was to think long term. And when you're thinking long term, you're more equipped to handle, how you should allocate funds, what actions you should take today, how you should move into a category, and all the things you need to do to protect your brand and add as many resources to your products and to your brand name. That way you can what's the word I'm looking for? You can essentially solidify your long-term success on the Amazon marketplace, okay? So this is all about considering Amazon as a real business. You gotta treat it like a real business model. You don't wanna just throw random products out there. You wanna take the appropriate measures to ensure you're successful, okay? Well, that covers the training for today, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.